Well, what is up, Star Seeds? It's Sid. I am here, pregnant face breaking out and all, but I felt really called to hop on and do a video that is kind of following up my last video, but a different kind of off branch of that subject, okay? Today I want to talk about how we all chose to come here. I'm very aware of the waves of volunteers. I've done a video on that in the past. I'm going to do videos on it in the future, getting more in depth into it and in depth into the different waves. But this isn't about all of that, because any spiritual person can say that they've read Dolores's books and that they've done their research. And I've done my research very in-depthly in that as well when I was in like the beginning of really my awakening. But what's important is that my whole life, I'm young, I am 18, and really from the time I was born, or from the time I could talk, I've always been saying weird things like this. I've always been thinking things like this. I feel like all kids think really in-depth things and they don't say it. But I always remember thinking, what is this life? What is Earth? What is the solar system? What is beyond that? What is beyond this universe? What is nothing? And I would think this like pretty much every day, and I would just be like mind blown, because I would like visualize this every time. And it wasn't really until I got older that I would actively try meditating on this. I would actively try to come to more conclusions about this, and I would listen to my intuition. I don't remember doing that as a kid, but I am realizing now that I'm older, maybe that's what that was this whole time. But now I know, without a doubt. It's this thing called intuition that we all have, and a lot of us choose not to listen to. But if you listen to this intuition, if you let it guide you, and if you let good, positive, light beings and spirit guides guide you, they will all tell you the same answer. They will give you the truth, that you in fact did choose this. And it might not seem like it, and you might not want to believe it, but if you really just let yourself guide you, go with the flow. You don't need to sit down with your legs crossed and say Om to meditate. That's not what meditating is, okay? If you feel called to do that, of course do that, but just lay down when you're not tired, not right before you go to bed. If you feel called to do that, do that. I feel called to do that sometimes. But do this when you're not tired, when you're not about to take a nap. Like when you wake up and you don't plan on going back to sleep, but you're in this state where you're relaxed and you feel like information could come through. That's when you do this. That's when you ask. That's when you receive. And in my last video, it got kind of misinterpreted. Yes, 144,000. It's a powerful number. It's a powerful frequency. And yes, I know people are meant to lead. I know not everyone in the world is a leader. Does that matter? Are you a leader? If so, that's great. If you're not, that's also great. And I'm doing this video for everyone. If you're a leader or if you're not a leader, okay? I'm the one speaking. If you want to call me a leader, okay. I will accept that. But what I'm not going to accept is people diminishing other people and saying how they are chosen and others are not. That is not okay. And that does not make you an enlightened chosen one. No, that makes you more egotistical than the rest of us. We are all chosen. We all chose to come here. And that is the point of this video. It's going to be short. I think I'm almost done with it. I just wanted to tell you that. If you needed reassurance that you chose to come here during this powerful time of massive transition, and if you're not sure what this massive transition is, if you're not sure why this is such a powerful time, well, just look at the world around you. If you think this has happened before, it hasn't. It started earlier, or at, a higher point in the peak of this. Are we at the tip of the peak? No. We'll get there soon. But we are definitely near the top of the mountain, okay? 100 years ago, even before 100 years ago, a long time ago, this started. And then these waves came in the last 100, maybe even longer than that years, okay? We have these old souls come in. We have these people who have been on Earth before, and people who still like the tradition come in. Then we had these people who wanted to kind of change that, who wanted to kind of learn from that and grow from that. And then we have these people come in who are meant to tear it down. And we have these people come in who are meant to live in the new and are meant to, spread these messages even more so than the older generations. All these generations were meant to do different things. And you could be a different type of wave in different years than most of them came in, okay? And it's not really about putting a label on it. It's about looking within yourself, seeing what you're meant to do, seeing what your kids are meant to do, accepting that, honoring that, and really putting that to action and living that. And that's really it. So, I don't want to tell you that without a doubt you chose to come here. I feel like we're all from very different places. Sure, there's a bunch of people who are from Sirius and Orion and the Pleiades and Arcturus and all of these wonderful places, the Andromeda galaxy, the galaxy that's next to us, Andromeda, that the Milky Way is going to merge with scientifically one day. Scientists feel this, I feel this, a lot of other people I feel like feel this. Okay, you could have come from Lyra or Vega, and a lot of us who are on here on Earth right now are going to go there next to help with their ascension, because they are going to kind of merge as one as well. And that's a whole other subject, because there's people from farther out there. There's people who are reptilians and mantis beings and gray aliens, and people who are even more far out there that we don't know the names of, okay? My dog is so, I don't want to say weird, but weird in just like the most cutest, amazing way, okay? He's so out there. He's definitely had lives that we have no clue what to call those beings, and that is wonderful. And I don't know why he chose to come here. He says he chose to learn, Some people have been on Earth a lot, and they feel like they're kind of stuck on Earth. This is like a theory, and I feel like some souls, that's definitely happened to. But I still feel like they chose to come again because they're stuck here. But it's still them choosing. It's still their spirit guides saying, I think you should go back. I think there's more you need to learn here. I feel like that's how you get stuck. I feel like if you really wanted out, you could get out. Because we have free will, and we chose to come here. But I want you to listen to yourself for that answer. And I want you to have a great week. I'll be back again. Love and light and the hybrid children are coming soon.